My grin widened and a chuckle slipped free. Hell yeah, she did. Half of this bag is cookies. I told her how much everyone loves the sweet treat she sends. She said she'll send an even bigger package next month, so I'll have more to share with the house. Awesome. He tipped his head toward the ceiling and made a small fist pump action before shifting his attention back to me. Let me know when you're passing those suckers out. I want to make sure I get some. He patted me on the back before continuing down the hall toward the staircase that led through the center of the house. Will do. I slid my ID in the door and waited for it to click open before I twisted the knob. Walker was sprawled out on his bed with his laptop open and resting in his lap. Wrappers from various snack food items littered the area around him, and there was a pyramid of empty soda cans built on the floor beside his bed. "Thought I heard you out there yakking," he said as he paused whatever he'd been watching and glanced at me. "You already get hit up for some of your mom's homemade goodies?" "Always do." I set my duffel on my bed and sniffed the air. Dude, it stinks in here. It smells like Cheetos and body odor. Considering I haven't showered in a couple of days and Cheetos were the last thing I ate, I'd say your sniffer is on point. You're fucking gross. I chuckled and shook my head as I unzipped my bag. I pulled out 2 canisters of cookies and placed them on our shared desk. My gaze drifted to the window above the desk to see that it was still gloomy outside. I'm surprised Paris hasn't been by to snap you out of your funk yet. She's not getting in until dinner. Walker stretched on his bed until he was able to snag one of the canisters off the desk. These for me? One is. Not that one, though. I found the one in the bag meant for him and held it out. It had been wrapped in silver paper with little green Christmas trees. You should have come home with me, like I said. All my mom talked about was how much she wants to meet you. It was true. She'd given me crap for not insisting that he come home with me for the holidays. To her, it was the saddest thing in the world for someone to spend a holiday alone. Walker's face fell. I averted my eyes and continued unpacking. I knew his reasons for not going home. They were heavy. And I hated that I'd said anything at all about him opting to stay here instead of returning home or tagging along with me. I'd like to meet your sweet mama one day, too. You'll have to thank her for the cookies for me, Walker said. The sound of him popping the canister open drew my attention to him. Oh no, me thanking her won't do it. She'll want you to thank her yourself. I chuckled, knowing it was the truth. You can guarantee that the next time she calls to check on me, she'll be asking if you're around so she can speak to you. It wasn't that she wanted to make sure he thanked her for the cookies, but more about her needing to make sure he'd enjoyed them. It was how she worked. My mom was Southern through and through. There was always a fresh pitcher of sweet tea on hand in our house and another dinner plate on standby should someone need to be added to the table. She loved making people happy, and one way she did that was through baking and cooking. God, I loved her. However, I was glad to be back at the academy. Since my attack, she'd become more smothering than ever, probably because there was nothing she could do to fix what happened. She'd prayed for me, though. While I didn't think it had done much good, she sure did. She swore it was her prayers that led me to Lunar Academy, that it had been the answer to them. I'd be lying if I said I didn't believe the same. Holy shit, is this deer jerky? I love your mom's deer jerky, dude, Walker shouted, drawing my attention back to him. He tore open the bag and shoved a piece in his mouth, then held a hand out to me. Give me your phone. I'm calling her right now and thanking her for this awesomeness. I arched a brow. Seriously? I didn't want him to call her. Not right now. I talked to her minutes ago. Even though I was 18, 19 in less than 4 months, she still made me check in with her when I traveled. It didn't matter that it was only 3 hours from my tiny hometown to Brentwood and Lunar Academy. She still wanted to know I'd made it safely. Mom was a worrywart. Always had been.